If you are currently getting your real estate license, or if you're considering getting your real estate license, one of the questions you likely have is how much commission does a real estate agent make per transaction? And in this video, that's exactly what I am going to explain. What's up, everybody? My name is Mike Sherrard. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm excited to have you on here. Please make sure you subscribe so you don't miss another video. And if you do get value from this, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. It really helps me out and make sure that I keep creating videos. So without further ado, I want to address a question that I get asked time and time again from people who reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook, telling me that they're considering getting their real estate license, or they're actually already in the process of getting their real estate license. However, they don't exactly understand how much real estate agents make per transaction. So what I want to do today is break that down, because interestingly enough, it varies depending on where you are. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to talk about how commissions work in Canada. And then I'm also going to break it down in terms of how commissions typically work in the United States. Because again, as mentioned, it does vary depending on where you are. Now, here's something that I have to say with full disclosure. Your commissions, regardless of where you are a licensed real estate agent in North America, are completely negotiable. There are standards that I am going to explain in this video. However, they are completely negotiable. If you want to charge someone only $1,000 to list and sell their house, you have the right to do that. I do not advise you to do that because you won't make any money. You'll actually likely lose money in that case if you end up doing any marketing and professional photos and stuff like that. But you do have the opportunity to negotiate your fees. Now, this is a problem because many agents start doing this too much. And here's one of the faults and one of the major problems with many real estate agents is that they start to cut their commissions. They start to reduce their fees, and then they become known for that. Because here's the thing, and I want to urge every single new agent or agent that is currently taking their license to take this into consideration. If you meet up with one seller and you tell them in order to get the listing that you're going to do the listing for 50% of the standard commissions that I will explain to you, and you tell them, you know, I'm going to only do this for you. This is a one-time thing. I'm going to do this to make sure I help you out. This is the problem, is they always tell their friends. They always say, hey, look, Joe Smith just helped me out. He actually didn't charge me the full fee. And then you become known as the discount agent. You don't want to become known as the agent that is always cutting his fees, because that is going to spread. The word is going to spread around friends, network, spheres, all of that. And then it's going to become expected that you don't take full commission and that you cut your fees, and you're going to start losing big amounts of money. You need to understand that real estate is a business and you need to treat it like a business. So if you're constantly cutting 20, 25, 30, 40, 50% off your bottom line, that adds up big time. And this is one of the main reasons so many real estate agents fail. Unfortunately, in markets like I am here in Calgary, where the market's exceptionally bad, we're in an ongoing recession, many agents are desperate for business. So not only are they buying listings, which is essentially telling a seller that you're going to sell their home for the exact price they say, even if it's not true, and then they cut their fees on top of that, because sellers know that it's competitive right now and sellers understand that it's a slow market. So they're pushing agents to cut their fees. And if agents don't know or appreciate or respect their own worth, they end up doing so, and that spreads around and they become a discount agent. So let's get into fees, guys. Alberta and BC have a different standard fee structure than the rest of Canada. I say standard because this is the status quo. However, as mentioned, every agent has full right to negotiate his or her commissions. In Alberta and British Columbia, the standard commission structure is 7% on the first $100,000 and 3% on the remaining balance of the sale price of that home. 50% of that goes to the buyer's agent, and 50% of that goes to the seller's agent. So if you're listing a home, you are going to get 3.5% on the first $100,000 and 1.5% on the remaining balance of that sale price. Now, across the rest of Canada, across the rest of the provinces up here in Canada, the average commission is 5% flat. So that means, regardless of the sale price, you are getting 2.5% yourself and 2.5% to the other agent, which is significantly higher than the status quo here in Alberta, as well as that of BC. Now, one thing to note is, on top of that, there is GST. So here in Alberta, the GST is 5%. So when we get paid 3.5% on the first 100,000, 1.5% on the remaining balance of the sale price, and that is then multiplied by 0.05, which is our tax. Our GST is 5% here, so it'll be an additional 5% that we get on top of that. Now, in the States, it's even more. In the States, the average commission is typically about 6% across the board, which means that you are typically getting 3% across the entire sale price of a home. And what I've been told by many agents that do a lot of luxury business down in the States is that luxury, because your marketing expenses are typically significantly higher to do the drone videos and the listing videos and all kinds of crazy marketing content and putting out Facebook ad budgets and things like that, they actually charge sometimes 7% on a luxury property, which means that you would be getting 3.5% across the entire sale price. So that is how the fee structures work in North America. Again, in Alberta and British Columbia, it's 7% on the first 100,000, 3% on the remaining balance, split between two agents. Rest of Canada is about 5% flat. In the States, it again varies depending on the state and where you are, but typically on average, it's about 6% flat. Or if you're in luxury and you can explain the marketing that you're going to be doing, oftentimes you can get 7% flat as well. All of those numbers are split between two agents, 50% to the buyer's agent and 50% to the seller's agent. So if you guys have any questions about the commission structure or any objection handlers to make sure that you do get full commission and don't have to cut your fees, please let me know. Drop a comment. I answer every single comment in all of my videos. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you got value from this and now understand how real estate agents get paid on each and every transaction. Please give me a thumbs up and smash that subscribe button, and we will see you next time.